After 1 month in the Philippines, we're finally coming back to San Francisco, and I'm here to share to you guys the process and the experience and the hassle of going back to the US from the Philippines. So, back. Okay, the time is 8 o'clock and we're just waiting for our boarding time, but so far this is like the craziest check-in I've ever been through Philippine Airlines. There's just so many processes just when you arrive at the airport. Let me break it down for you. Alright, let's start first before flying. So before flying, we have to get a negative swab test. So kinuha namin yung swab test namin sa PAL Gate 3. Like 5 days before your flight, nag-email sa amin yung Philippine Airlines to just remind us na kailangan nga ng negative swab test bago lumipad sa United States. And there's some instruction there how to get it. But before you go there, it's important na i-complete nyo muna yung health online form. So basically, pag na-complete nyo siya, magja-generate siya ng QR code. So make sure before kayo dumating sa PAL Gate 3 is meron na kayo ng QR code, because from there PAL will know all your information. So that way it just makes everything easier. Once you get there, you just need to pay, and once you're done paying, they just need to get your swab test. If you're doing the antigen swab test, they're just gonna give it to you after 30 minutes. You can get a printed copy, or they can send it to your email. Or if you're going somewhere that needs a PCR test, you'll get it within 24 hours. So there you go. That is the first step before flying to United States. So let's go to the second step. So second step is when you arrive at the airport. Like I said in the first step, kailangan nyo ng swab test. So pagdating nyo pa lang sa airport, tatanungin na kayo ng guard to present your negative swab test. I think they asked us for 3 times. I'm not really sure, I don't remember, but what I'm trying to say here is you really need the swab test. You can't go to the airport without swab test. So that's the most important thing. And then after that, standard procedure, you need to check in your luggage. Once you arrive at the airport, they're gonna do an x-ray to your luggage. If they see any liquid or something, they're gonna ask you just remove it or whatever. So after they do the x-ray on your luggage, you're gonna do the travel tax, and then after your travel tax, that's where you can check in your luggage. But before you check in your luggage, you just need to fill up some form, pretty much just a health declaration that you have your negative swab test, or you just recovered from COVID, or you already know. Anyway, so check in yung nagpatagal sa amin, kasi nga bubuksan ulit na yung luggage. They're gonna do some swab on the luggage for some residue of some chemicals they're looking, and then after that they're gonna close it again. But balikbayan box. There's a lot of Filipino bringing balikbayan box, so yun nagpatagal sa amin. And so after they do a swab on your luggage, that's where you can check in your luggage finally and get your boarding pass. And then after you get your boarding pass, immigration. So after immigration, there is one last x-ray machine for your hand carry bags, hand carry luggage. So once we arrive there, there's a long line kasi isa lang yung bukas na x-ray machine. I don't know why. After you're done, here we are. So we're just waiting for our boarding. Our flight is 9:55. I believe boarding starts at 9:20. And I forgot to mention earlier, we are actually a permanent resident in the United States. So meaning we have a green card. So that makes everything a lot easier for us, to go home back to San Francisco, in case you're just wondering. But merong ibang passenger kaming nakasabay sa likod na narinig ko lang na they're tourists and they have the visa, they have the US visa, and I believe there's just some forms that they just need to fill up. but basically they were allowed to, fly back to United States. For my viewers that has a US tourist visa, I'll make a research for it and I'll put the link down below. So make sure to check the link down below, okay? So next stop is boarding. Let's go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, so they're calling us now. Sabi nila i-ready yung boarding pass, negative swab test, and your passport. So, let's go. Alright, time to go. Jesus Christ, I guess I was wrong. There was another X-ray. I'm not sure what they're checking though, but this is getting ridiculous. Okay, so before boarding, there's gonna be a total of 3 X-rays. 1, 2, 3 X-rays for Philippine Airlines. I don't know. I think that's too much, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're officially done with the last X-ray, so we're boarding now, finally, after standing for like 30-45 minutes. Alright, so we just boarded. I was surprised there's not much a lot of people going home, which is very nice for us. So I'm actually on the window side together with my dad, and there's only the 2 of us on our row, so it's gonna be an awesome flight. And by the way, the time is almost 10 o'clock. I'm actually pretty tired, so I'm gonna rest for now and make some updates later. So I'll see you guys later.
6 hours later.
So the time is 7:45 p.m. We just arrived at San Francisco International Airport. The flight was pretty comfy. I'm happy with the flight. Shout out to Philippine Airlines. Good job. I love it. So next up is immigration and customs. Let's go. So we're done with the immigration and customs. It was pretty easy. Like we're out in like 5 minutes. They just asked like how long we stayed in the Philippines and do some fingerprints, and that's it. So now we're just getting our luggage and we're good to go. I still find it weird that there's a lot of process in the Philippines in going in and out at the airport, while here in the US there's like, I don't know, because we're out just like that and just like within 5 minutes. So I guess it depends in every country. So we finally got our luggage. There's no any extra step or unusual process once we arrive. It's pretty standard. They didn't ask anything, or they didn't even ask for the negative swab test from the Philippines. So pretty much you're just in and out once you arrive at San Francisco airport. So in conclusion, all the hassle part is gonna be in the Philippines and before you fly. So again, you have to get your negative swab test. I believe there's 2 locations if you're flying with PAL. One is in PAL Learning Center and the second one is at PAL Gate 3. Then after that, at the airplane, they weren't really strict in terms of wearing your face shield. Most of the time I wasn't actually wearing it. Yeah, pretty much that's it. If you guys have any questions on the process before flying, I'm happy to answer them in the comments down below. But so far, pretty much that's it from Philippines to United States. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you find this very helpful. And yeah, so I'll end the vlog here and I'll see you guys on my